The Parliament will be debating a petition to stop farm animals from being exported and put on long-distance travels. I spoke to Justine Romster, an animal specialist at the charity of Animals in Distress, about what she thinks.
Most people are really interested in them when they come and see them, especially when it's not something they've seen before and they've taken interest in it.
What do you think about exporting farm animals from the UK and putting them on long-distance travels?
I think it's disgusting. If it's an animal that you can get in your own country, why are we transporting them? Say it's an animal that they don't have in a particular country and that's why they're importing it from us, then it should be killed in this country and it should be sent out either chilled or frozen, and if that's not good enough then you'll have to live without it. I think it's awful. I don't think they should be being transported that far. I think there should be regulations that they are supposed to stop, say, every 4 hours, that it is made sure that they are given water, that they're not over-crammed in together, because that's what causes them to overheat. It causes more stress. They all end up trampling on each other. And I know it's going to be killed at the end of the day, but you're still putting it through however many hours of unnecessary stress and suffering just because somebody wants fresh meat. It's wrong.
I don't agree with it. I don't think it's right that they should be treated like that. You know, because at the end of the day, they're a living being and they're one of God's creations and they shouldn't be treated in that respect.
Why would you think an animal doesn't have feelings? Mm-hmm. It's exactly the same as you, except it doesn't have the ability to speak and it's in a different form. Would you sit in a car for 16 hours without a rest break with 25 other people sat around you, no drink, nothing? You wouldn't do it. So if it's not good enough for you, why should it be not good enough for an animal? Even in prison, even in like America where they have the death penalty and you know they're going to die, they have to look after them humanely up until the point that they're going to kill them. You shouldn't make anything suffer unnecessarily for really what is a really invalid reason. You've got your animal. Say take a sheep for example, and it's lived happily in the field all its life, and then all of a sudden you're taking it away from everything it knows, you're putting it into a vehicle that it's never been in, it's crammed in with 500 other sheep that are all trampling over each other, there's not enough room to breathe, you're all being squashed. Obviously as the vehicle's moving, when it brakes everything shunts forward, when it sets off everything shunts back, and you're doing that for hours upon end. It's horrendous. You know, if they didn't have any sheep in Wales, well, somebody should see a business opportunity there and get a couple and start breeding their own, and then they'll have a flock.